So when Charlie gets with Jackson, they get a little bit ornery, and they're wonderful, they're incredible, they make me laugh so much. But not too long ago, a few weeks ago, we've been having an issue with them going to bed on time, especially on school nights when it's time for them to go to bed. They need to be in bed. And so they had been in bed for 2.5 hours. And so I walk upstairs to tuck in our daughter, who's older, and I open Morgan's door, and there, standing in the middle of the room, mid-Lego dance, which if you haven't seen the Lego dance, it's which is, I'm supposed to be in bed and I am doing Legos. Holding the Legos up like this. I walk in, open the door, and both boys go, And they just run. They drop the Legos and sprint back to their room. The long way. And you hear jump, hop, sheet, whoo. So I walk the short way, and I open the door, and they're both. I go, boys, and you know the next one. What? Yeah? What? 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 Oh. What is it? I was obediently resting. Boys, I have a question for you. What? I can't even believe I asked it. When you're dads, you don't realize you're going to do such imbecilic things. Boys, were you in your sister's room instead of in bed? They glance at each other. No. No. Sin in action. It's how we must look to God. No. No. So they're just both, what happened? And I'm looking at him and I go, no. And then I say the magic words, I saw you. They start sobbing because they know, in our household, when you lie, you get a spanking. That's right. I know not everyone agrees with that. I just agree with the Bible. Sue me. And so, I'm a big guy, and we have one of these, we bought through a Christian children's training thing that you spank them with, and so it's safe, and I do one spank, but it's a good one. And I say, okay, boys, that's it. Come downstairs. I told you to go to the bed a long time ago, and you just lied, and that means you get a spank. The third horseman of apocalypse could have appeared in the room at that time, and it would not have been as dramatic as these two boys, no, Spartacus, all this stuff was crazy. And so I go, come on, let's just get it done. Let's talk it through. Let's learn the lesson. Come on downstairs. And so Charlie, they respond very different ways. Charlie is my clam up and obey. So he goes, and just starts walking down the stairs. Jackson, on the other hand, Jackson collapses! Oh, the insanity, the humanity. Until you get Jackson all the way down. So like an imbecile parent, who do I do first? Jackson. Okay, knowing well that it's going to keep Charlie awake another hour. So I bring Jack down, and I should say that of the two, Jack is like me. So I bring Jack down. I'm like, Jack, it's time for the spanking. We have a policy at our house. We don't wrestle them into the spanking. They've got to, put their hands there and bend over and say, yes, I'm going to, apologize and all that kind of stuff. So we get in there, and I'm like, okay, Jack, bend over. You're going to get your spanking. He goes, I need water. I must have water. And I'm not kidding. He's drunk. I'm choking. Before you spank, I have to have some water. Jackson, it's one spanking. If you need water that badly, you will have some in 60 seconds. Let's deal with this. I need water. I've got to have water. Okay, you're not going to have water. I've got to go to the bathroom. I must go to the bathroom. With what? You've had no water? You know, no, I'm gonna go. If you don't, when you spank, I'll pee. It'll shoot out when you hit me. I'm serious. At the moment, if I don't go, it'll happen. Jackson, it will not happen. It's gonna happen. No, Jackson, it's a minute. It's just time. It is just, okay, Jackson, for resisting so much, it's now 2 spanks. Werewolf claws. Now, he comes out and he goes, it's all Morgan. She's the liar. She always lies. All the years I have known her, Morgan lies. She's a liar. I go, Jackson, and I'm trying not to laugh. Go, Jackson Steele, put your hands here right now. And he's like, So he starts to put him over. I start to do the spank, and then the dodging happens. Then he's got this great technique, the arch back, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, arch, foot. You know? And you're like, I'm not going to spank every appendage, you know? So after doing that for a moment, I go, okay, Jackson, that is it. If you can't submit and admit that you lied, then I'm going to have to give you 3 spanks. And at that moment, Jackson puked. He literally threw up. He wasn't sick. He didn't have a fever. He wasn't sick later. He literally got so worked up trying to resist the punishment for his own sin that he puked everywhere. And when he was done, I said, Jackson, are you okay? I need some water. So I gave him some water. And then I brought him back in, and then he was able to deal with it, and we were able to talk it through and pray it through, and he had his spank. Now, in the midst of all this, Charlie's sitting right outside the door, like this. Casey's sitting right next to him. Charlie's a man of few words in times of crisis. Mommy? Yes, Charlie? Daddy spanked the puke out of Jackson. Sounds like it. Well, I am not gonna do what Jackson did. I am gonna walk right in there, and I'm gonna bend over, and I'm gonna get my 1 pank. And Casey goes, well, that's good, Charlie. That's obedience. He goes, I do not like it when Daddy panks me. She goes, I would imagine you don't. He goes, I like it when you pank me. Really? Oh, yeah. Because when Daddy spanks me, it hurts. But when you spank me, it does not. This is totally true. I probably should not have said that. Casey looks over at him. Tell you what, Charlie. From now on, I think we'll wait for Daddy to get home to do your spanking. He goes, Yep, I definitely should not have said that.